Welcome to the Folktale Project. This is Dan Scholes. Today we have our final story from Carl Sandburg's Rootabaga Pigeons. I'm going to continue this book next week with a few more stories. Actually, the next 2 weeks. There's going to be 3 weeks of Rootabaga Pigeons. I really hope that you're enjoying it. That's not the end of the book. That's just where we're going to take a pause. This next story brings back some additional characters from the first book, Rootabaga Stories. And it has a bit of a moral, or a lesson, or, well, it explains something. This is Many, Many Weddings in One Corner House. There was a corner house with corners every way it looked, and up in the corners were bugs with little bug houses, bug doors to open, bug windows to look out of. In the summertime, if the evening was cool, or in the wintertime, if the evening was warm, they played games. Bugs up, bugs down, run bugs run, beans bugs beans. In this corner house was the place where the rag doll and the broom handle came to after their wedding. This was the same time those old people Hammer and Nails moved into the corner house with all the little hammers and all the little nails. So there they were, the young couple, the rag doll and the broom handle, and that old family, Hammer and Nails, and up in the corners among the eave troughs and the roof shingles, the bugs with the little bug houses, bug doors to open, bug windows to look out of, and bug games, bugs up, bugs down, run bugs run, or beans bugs beans. Around the corner of the house every Saturday morning came the hot cookie pan, with a pan of hot cookies for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the rest of the week. The ice tongs came with ice, the coal bucket came with coal, the potato sack came with potatoes, and the bushel basket was always going a-coming and saying under his breath, "Bushels, bushels, bushels." One day, the bugs in the little bug houses opened the bug doors and looked out the bug windows and said to each other, "They're washing their shirts and sewing on buttons. There's going to be a wedding." And the next day the bugs said, "They're going to have a wedding and a wedding breakfast for jackknife and kindling wood. They're going to ask everybody in the kitchen, the cellar, the backyard to come." The wedding day came. The people came. From all over the kitchen, the cellar, the backyard, they came. The rag doll and the broom handle were there. Hammer and Nails and all the little hammers and all the little nails were there. The ice tongs, the coal bucket, the potato sack were all there, and the bushel basket going and coming and saying under his breath, "Bushels, bushels, bushels." And of course the hot cookie pan was there hopping up and down with hot cookies. So jackknife and kindling wood began living in the corner house. A child came. They called her Splinters. And the hot cookie pan and Splinters met and kissed each other and sat together in the cozy corners close to each other. And the bugs high up in the corners in the little bug houses, they opened the bug doors, looked out of the bug windows, and said, "They're washing their shirts and sewing on buttons. There's a wedding again. The hot cookie pan and Splinters." And now they have many, many children, the hot cookie pan and Splinters. Their children have gone all over the world, and everybody knows them. Whenever you find a splinter or a sliver of a shiny little shaving of wood in a hot cookie, the bugs in the little bug houses say, whenever you find a splinter or a sliver of a shiny little shaving of wood in a hot cookie, it is the child of the hot cookie pan and the girl named Splinters, the daughter of Jackknife and Kindling Wood, who grew up and married the hot cookie pan. And sometimes, if a little bug asks a big bug a queer, quizzical question hard to answer, the big bug opens the bug door, looks out of a bug window, and says to the little bug, "If you don't believe what we tell you, go and ask Hammer and Nails or any of the little hammers and nails. Then run and listen to the bushel basket going and coming and saying under its breath, 'Bushels, bushels, bushels.'" And that is Many, Many Weddings in One Corner House, a story that goes to explain how it is that we always find that one little sliver of something in a cookie, a hot cookie, off of a hot cookie pan. This is Dan Scholes for the Folktale Project. Don't forget that you can subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Overcast, anywhere you like to get your podcasts. You can follow us on Twitter at Folktale Project. You can find us on Auto Radio, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, anywhere you like to listen. And you can always head over to folktaleproject.com, where you'll find a new story waiting for you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Next week, we'll be back with 3 more stories from Carl Sandburg's Rootabaga Pigeons. As always, thank you so much for listening.